Hey guys, Cube Hamster here with a new video. Today I've been releasing some stuff on Twitter, so what I'm about to show you, you might have seen already. But I believe I have made as close as you can get to like a tactical nuke in Minecraft. And this is kind of the result of a suggestion from someone, or actually someone showing me something during the last live stream on Twitch. So this is a big thank you for GMC_NXT man for showing me how you can make a very compact way of moving like rails without them breaking. I had a way to do it, but it was fairly bigger than what he came up with. Anyways, that allowed for this awesome design to come to be. So what I'm doing here now is I'm moving a powered rail with pistons, which is actually not very it's pretty difficult. And on top of the rail I have, as you can see at the top left, I've got 10 TNT minecarts, and hopefully this is going to do quite a bit of damage to the wall. So what will happen is the redstone block above will power the rail and you get a massive explosion. Now I have another one, and this is in fact a 10 thick wall. So let's see if we can actually get through. So it's 10 TNT per missile. Although you do need iron ingots though to make the minecarts. But I think resource-wise, this thing is it's compact. It's not incredibly fast, but just the explosive power is ridiculous. And the cool thing is, if it gets stuck somewhere, it will always launch the TNT minecarts forward. There we go. So that's what it does to a 10 thick wall, and I hope you can see by the size of the wall that I probably could have made it a little bit thicker even, and it would still have been able to go through. So that's the tactical nuke. Later in the video I'll show you how to build it, but I have to warn you guys, there's one major issue, and it's something you can resolve, but not without making the design like ridiculously bigger. The problem is it's the following. Let me get a piston as well. This thing is sadly very directional, and the reason it is it has to do with the orientation of the rail. Like what I'm placing now is kind of the sort of default orientation of the rail, and the only way to change is to have like a second rail, and then it will stay. The problem is though, as soon as I push this with a piston, it will reset to the original orientation. And what that does is, as soon as I'm going to start pushing this thing will either start, driving to the right, or it's going to start driving to the left, seeing as I have 10 TNT minecarts stacked on top of each other. So as soon as I click this, you still get the massive explosion, but you don't get it where you want it. So that's very unfortunate. Now, so what is the direction you can do? Well, if you press F3, and you look very carefully to my mouse cursor, it is in the blue line, so that's in the Z-axis, and it also works the other way. But having them fly in the X-axis is unfortunately a no-go. I do have a design for one that would work, but I felt it was so ridiculously big that you might as well just, I don't know, fire like a juggernaut or something with like another amount of TNT. I just felt it was a bit too much, and what I like about the current design is that it's so extremely compact. But I mean, you can only use it half the time, which is a bit unfortunate. But I'm going to show you how to build it regardless, though. Okay, so how do you build this thing? Well, first of all, on the hotbar you will see all the items you need. You can see only one TNT minecart. The reason for that is you can't stack those, but you can kind of adjust the firepower, but the explosive radius is kind of on a logarithmic scale, and your best like bang for buck ratio, or like the best amount, is roughly 10. Feel free to experiment with that though, but I like personal preference from what I've seen, 10 is plenty for what you need. Anyways, let's build this thing. Sticky piston, opposite direction, normal block, then we get a normal piston, continue this way, then we're going to create a supercharged piston, We'll do that by placing this one up. Then we'll place the rail. And I guess we can actually have to move it one forward, something like that. Go around the corner, because I need to be able to push this with a solid block. And I need to power this piston, so I go one higher. Redstone block. This is also the trigger mechanism. What's going to happen as soon as this thing catches up, it will basically push this block above the powered rail, and that will cause the minecarts to like smash into the wall and explode. Then we have a redstone block there. It's good to put some blocks at the front just to make sure that this thing actually, like the minecarts have to explode. So I have to make sure that there's like a little air block so that the minecarts can actually crash into the wall. This redstone block will trigger, causing it to causing the slime piston to be supercharged, and that is actually the only way to move, or not the only way. It's like one of the ways you can move a rail without it breaking. It's actually pretty complicated. Anyways, then we go here and we place like 3 blocks. And we place a redstone block. Now in order to start it up, all you have to do is use a flint and steel, or you have to like update the sticky piston up here. We don't have any TNT yet though, so let's actually do that first. So this is just a temporary setup. This is not stuff that will be consumed, but you kind of want like a powered rail like this, and then you just wait. This has to be a solid block, else it won't work. So let me go on the other side. So you need a powered rail, and now you just drop TNT minecarts, and it'll just stack nicely on top of each other. And if you want to keep track of how many you have, you look at the, or you press F3, and it will open up like stats and stuff. And at the top left, if you go down to the 4th line, you will see the entity count. It says E, and it says 7 now. So in my current like screen, we currently have 10, but let's go a bit overboard because I've already showed you how much damage 10 does. Let's do like 20. But this is all like up for experimentation. So we got 20 minecarts now. We have a little gap, and I guess we should just, you know, fly this thing into the wall. Seems I've got a block. There we go. Pretty nice. Anyways, guys, so that's the tactical nuke missile. Be sure to, you know, use the Z-axis, else it won't work. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy and have some fun with it. I take 0 responsibility, by the way, for like any harm anyone causes with this. It's not my responsibility. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. If you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe and be sure to follow me on both Twitter and Twitch for updates and live streams. See you guys later. Bye bye.